Oh, yeah. All right, let me get this music turned down a little bit, and we should be good to go. What's up, fellas? Appreciate you guys tuning in. We got a 9-game Friday night slate to go over. I do want to hit on some of the news that we did get during the day. Nothing too crazy, but we did get word from Charlotte pretty recently, or not Charlotte, but from Orlando, that Mo Bamba is going to be out for Orlando today. So Mo Bamba was questionable. He's not going to play. So with Mo Bamba out, that does open up Robin Lopez as a pretty good value play, I want to say. Really good matchup against Charlotte. You know, we saw Robin Lopez start last game with Mo Bamba and Wendell Carter out. Played 31 minutes, had 36 DraftKings points. You know, he's been really good as a starter so far this year when he's gotten starts. You know, he's been productive too. He's only 4,400. This slate is kind of lacking value, even though we do have a lot of games today, 9 games. Like, there's just not a ton of value today. So I do like Robin Lopez for value now with Mo Bamba officially out. And then we also got word from Indiana. I think this is kind of important. Malcolm Brogdon is going to be out for the Pacers. He was questionable as well. I think the biggest beneficiary here is definitely Karis LeVert. We saw Karis LeVert have some really, really good games whenever Brogdon was out for that stretch of games. LeVert was running the point. He was playing a ton of minutes, 50, 49. He was putting up almost 50 DraftKings points a night. Now, the matchup here against Phoenix is not the best. He's probably going to see some Mikal Bridges defense, and Mikal's been a really good defender just throughout his career. But I think LeVert's ceiling is pretty high here without Brogdon. I expect LeVert to start at point guard. He played 29 minutes in his first game back, and that was a blowout. So I expect full minutes from LeVert today without Brogdon, even in a tough matchup. Like, I think LeVert kind of looks appealing from this Pacers team now that Brogdon's sitting. And if you wanted to go to Sabonis or Turner, I think that's fine too. But LeVert, I do like quite a bit now with Brogdon out. That's really all the news for today. It's not been a crazy news day. So if you guys have questions tonight, you can start throwing those in chat. I do want to hit on a $2 super chat we got from Aaron before I went live. He says, "You rock, homie. Thanks for your contributions in the DFS world." Hey, Aaron, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate that, my man. Thank you for the kind words. Michael asks, Gallinari and Lopez or Hunter and Okiki? Give me a Hunter and Okiki, Michael, but that's a close one. Gallo played like 26 minutes last game, but I don't know if he plays as much today. We saw Okongwu get his minutes kind of cut last game. I think Okongwu might play more today than he did last game, which might hurt Gallo. So I'm not really as high on Gallo as other people, personally. Hey, Noah, happy Friday. How is this for DK, GPP, Fox, Cole Anthony, Hayward, Okiki, Brandon Clark, Levine, Hunter, and Porter Jr.? Yeah, Brandon Clark, I really haven't been on Brandon Clark lately, and I think with Steven Adams back, like, Brandon Clark just doesn't look that appealing. So I personally don't have that much interest in Brandon Clark, though, but I think the rest of that lineup's fine, CB. What's up, Noah? If I run 3 from the Magic, Anthony, Okiki, Lopez, who would you pair with from Charlotte? Rozier at shooting guard on Yahoo, okay? You could go Rozier. I think if it was my lineup, I would personally rather get up to LeVert at shooting guard, because I definitely like LeVert now with Brogdon out. But I think you could go Rozier, you could go LaMelo, you could go Miles Bridges. Like, probably LaMelo would be my favorite Charlotte play if I had to play someone on the Hornets today. I would guess I'd go LaMelo, but I don't think you have to run it back with anyone from Charlotte. Rolo or Okongwu, I would say Rolo, but that's a close one. I do like Okongwu, I think, more than other people. I know Okongwu kind of busted as chalk last slate, but I do still expect him to play a decent amount of minutes, and he's still somewhat cheap. But I would just take Rolo straight up. Anthony, Paul, or Allen, give me Cole Anthony. Booker, DeRozan, or LeVert, give me LeVert. Noah's a Tom Brady of DFS. Hey, appreciate that, Dez. Appreciate that, my man. I don't know if we've reached that territory yet. Cole, Garland, Fox, LeVert, or Hero, give me LeVert there. Is Robin Lopez a good play today? Yeah, Robin Lopez, he's starting. He's 4,400. He's been really good in these spot starts that he's made. I expect him to play around 30 minutes. They're facing Charlotte, one of the best matchups you can get. I mean, I think Robin Lopez is a pretty good value. Between Garland, Cole Anthony, and Fox, who you like the most? I think I prefer Cole Anthony. I like Fox too. I think it's a really good spot for Fox against Houston. Really good game environment, really fast-paced game. But Cole Anthony gets a pretty good matchup too against Charlotte, who also plays really fast. Slight edge to Cole Anthony there, but Fox I think is a pretty solid play as well. Any interest in Jalen Green for value? Probably not. The matchup is so good and the game environment's so good that I could see Jalen Green doing well, but not like a favorite value of mine. Bogdan, Schroeder, Maxey, Tate, or Poole? Give me Schroeder there. Give me Schroeder. I'm assuming Schroeder starts again with Marcus Smart out, so I would take Schroeder. But we did get word that Jordan Poole is starting for Golden State, which was expected. Klay Thompson out for Golden State, and also Draymond's out again. They're starting Curry, Poole, Wiggins, Otto Porter, and Looney. So I think Poole at 5K on DraftKings is a pretty good value, and I think Otto Porter, now that he's starting, is playable as well. Still, the Warriors, they run a deep rotation. They play a lot of guys, but I definitely think there's some value from the Warriors now, those two guys specifically. Is Melo and Cole good in the same lineup? Yeah, that's totally fine with me. I mean, those guys really don't negatively correlate or anything. If anything, you want to, that's a good pairing to have, because if the game is high scoring, if it's a shootout, if it stays close, that's good for LaMelo and Cole Anthony. LeVert, Hayward, or Bogdan and Tatum? Give me LeVert and Hayward. What's a good play with $21 at guard on Yahoo? I think Kevin Porter Jr. is $21. Kevin Porter Jr. has been a frustrating guy to roster as of late, but the matchup's really good against Sacramento. I could definitely see this being a spot where KPJ has a good game. So I would say KPJ. Wood, Fox, or Harris? That's between Wood or Fox for me. God, that's really close. Maybe Christian Wood if I had to pick one, but that's really close between him and Fox. What's up, Simon? What's up, my man? Okongwu, Lopez, Otto, or Okiki? Give me Robin Lopez there. Forward, 6K and under. I think Franz Wagner is 5,900, so I'd probably take Franz Wagner. Keldon Johnson, I'm not really that high on Keldon Johnson. He came off the bench last game. I'm guessing they'll put Keldon Johnson back in the starting lineup today. But he's just not someone I'm too excited about. There's really not much I like from San Antonio outside of, maybe Jakob Poeltl. Halliburton or Cole Anthony? Give me Cole Anthony. Not a lot of value, but not a ton of spend-ups either. Yeah, this is definitely kind of shaping up as a mid-range type of slate. There's just not enough value to where you really want to go stars and scrubs. And, the stars today, I don't love. I don't love Embiid. I don't love Curry. Trey's in a tough spot. Dejounte Murray's in a tough spot. I could see paying up for Luka. But, yeah, not a stars and scrubs slate, I don't think. There's not enough good value. And the studs, I don't love on this slate. Bagley, Tate, Otto Porter, or Okiki? Give me Okiki. Thoughts on Franz Wagner over Cole and GPP on Yahoo? I mean, I guess you could do that. I would straight up just rather play Cole Anthony. But I mean, I guess you could do that if you wanted to make that pivot. Any good value on Yahoo? I mean, you're kind of looking to like Robin Lopez. On Yahoo, Bogdan's really cheap from Atlanta. Bogdan's like $12. I like him as a value on Yahoo. Dennis Schroeder's still pretty cheap. He's a good value, I think. Yeah, those are some values I like for Yahoo. Embiid or Sabonis? I want to say Embiid if you have the salary. I'll just take Embiid if you have the salary. Need 2 back-to-back option out of DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan, Robin Lopez, Kellen Johnson, points league. I guess for tonight, I would say Robin Lopez and, I mean, if it's a points league, I guess Keldon Johnson. I don't really play season-long NBA, though. LeVert or Fox? Great night again last night. Noah, hey, love to hear that, Graham. Love to hear that, man. I would take LeVert over Fox now that Brogdon's out. I really like LeVert. I think, I'm going to be interested to see what LeVert's ownership is. I don't think he gets a ton of ownership. I do like LeVert quite a bit tonight. Garland or Cole Anthony? Give me Cole Anthony. Thoughts on Embiid, LaMelo, and Cole Anthony, same lineup? Yeah, I mean, if you can make that work, Tom, nothing wrong with that. Charlotte plays fast. Would that hurt Lopez a little bit? I mean, not really. Like, fast-paced games are always better for DFS. When there's more points, when there's more possessions, when there's more shot attempts, like that's always going to be better for fantasy. When a game finishes 130 to 128 versus 90 to 88, it's so much more likely that the game that finishes 130, 128 has, more good DFS plays in it. So maybe, Robin Lopez, I guess, his skill set, you wouldn't think he really do well in a fast-paced game, but in general, fast-paced games are just better for fantasy and for scoring. Halliburton or Wood? I would say Wood. Like it up for the GOAT. Noah, I appreciate you, Jace. Yeah, guys, hit the like button if you have not yet. A lot of questions I'm trying to get through. I appreciate all the questions. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you have not yet, please do hit the like button. That's all I ask. Triple J in play. I think now that Steven Adams is playing, like Triple J is not a priority play for me. Heading into today, if Steven Adams would have been out again, like I was planning on playing Triple J, just because he's been so good without Steven Adams. But I think now that Steven Adams is playing, Triple J is more of a tournament option for me. He's a little bit riskier. I don't know if the ceiling is as high. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Triple J. Would you touch this Toronto-Detroit game? Like, I mean, I think that's a game you can almost avoid. I really don't see too much I like there on both sides. Durant, Doncic, or Murray? Give me Luka if you have the salary. Steph, Poole, Gallo, Hunter, Lopez, Doncic, Harrison Barnes, Pirtle. Yeah, Steph and Poole in the same lineup, I don't love. It seems like whenever Steph struggles, like a lot of times Poole does well, and whenever Poole does terrible, it seems like Steph is having a big game. So I think those guys kind of negatively correlate. I don't know if I'd play Steph and Poole in the same lineup, Bill, if it was my lineup at least. What's up, Noah? Is Jay Crowder a good value since Cam is out? I mean, Cam Johnson's been out. Jay Crowder's been priced up to reflect that. Like, I think Jay Crowder's almost 5K on DK now, so I'm not really that excited about Jay Crowder. Garland or LeVert? Give me LeVert. Vassell, Gallo, Conchar, or Hunter? Give me DeAndre Hunter between those four. Best point guard, Anthony, Garland, or Fox? Give me Cole Anthony, but man, like all three of those guys I think are pretty good today. I would take Cole Anthony between the three. Do you like Robin Lopez? Yeah, I think Robin Lopez is a really good value. Robin Lopez or Brandon Clark at center on Yahoo. Give me Robin Lopez. What about Cavs bigs? Seem like San Antonio's been getting destroyed by power forwards and centers. I mean, I think Jared Allen and Evan Mobley are both playable today. If I was playing like one lineup, would I be playing those guys? I don't know. But I definitely think they're viable, Allen and Mobley. Kuminga, yeah, not interested in Kuminga. Kuminga only played yesterday because of a blowout. He's not even been in the rotation lately. So I would not play Kuminga personally. Seems like he only would get there in a blowout. Halliburton or Fox? I think we answered that. Give me Fox. Do you like Yurt 7? With Dedmon back, I'm not that high on Yurt 7. Yurt 7 only played like 28 minutes last game with Dedmon back. I think Yurt 7 is going to get like high 20s minutes now instead of 30s. Like he was playing like 33, 34 minutes. I think now Yurt 7 is going to play like 26, 28 minutes. So I'm not as high on Yurt 7 now that Dedmon's back. LaMelo or LeVert? I mean, if you had the salary, I guess I'd go LaMelo, but I still think LeVert, projects pretty closely to LaMelo. Do you think Steven Adams affects Triple J? Yeah, it definitely affects Triple J. We kind of talked about that earlier. Could Triple J still have a good game? Absolutely he could. He could still do well, but I think his ceiling is definitely not as good now that he's not playing all of his minutes at center. Porter or Wiggins, great stuff as always, bro. I appreciate you, Scott. between Otto Porter or if that's Otto Porter or Kevin Porter. Let's see. I know they're same price tag. Kevin Porter's 6K on DraftKings. I think Wiggins is 6K. 62. So I'm guessing you're talking about Kevin Porter. Between Kevin Porter or Andrew Wiggins, slight lean to Kevin Porter, but that's a close one. If it's Otto Porter or Andrew Wiggins, I would take Andrew Wiggins. Hewitt or Lopez in the util on Yahoo.
Yeah.
Probably would still take Robin Lopez, I think. Buddy Hield's just been like so up and down. I think Buddy Hield has a big ceiling in a good game environment in a fast-paced game like this, but he's still just kind of like a contrarian option for me. All right, got a $5 super chat from Lakers Are Back. Won 300 since Monday with your help. You got a believer in me. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm glad you're getting some wins. Appreciate the $5 super chat, buddy. Appreciate that. And you damn right, the Lakers are back, baby. This is the Lakers' year. Westbrook's been terrible, but this is the Lakers' year. Westbrook's going to figure it out at some point. I keep telling myself that, and then I watch these games, and I'm disappointed every night. Let's see, where do we end at? Any way to fade the Rolo chalk? I mean, Rolo's definitely fadeable. Like, this is, like, Rolo's not like a free square or anything. But on this slate specifically, with the lack of value that we have, I do think that Robin Lopez is one of the better values. Do you have to play Robin Lopez? No. I mean, there's obviously ways he fails. But I think he is one of the better values. He added, all the value on this slate. Thoughts on Lowry? Very frustrating recently. Yeah, the Heat today, like, I'm not too high on many Heat players if Jimmy Butler returns. If Jimmy Butler plays today, like, I think the Heat are a team you can pretty much fade. I guess Lowry would still be viable if if Jimmy remains out, but I would only be playing him in that scenario. How's this? Fox, Anthony, Okeke, Triple J, Wood, Lonzo, Ball, Hunter, Poole. Again, like Triple J, not as high on him now that Steven Adams is playing, but still viable, I guess. But that's solid, Jace. Brown and Vassell or Maxey and Cole Anthony? Give me Maxey and Cole Anthony there. Wood or Collins? I would take Christian Wood. Do you like DeAndre Hunter? I think when you're looking at punt options on this slate, there's not a ton of value that cheap. I think DeAndre Hunter, if you're looking for value like below 4K, like in the 3K range, I think he's one of the better options. He played like 24 minutes in his first game back from injury. Now Cam Reddish was out last game, but now Cam Reddish is no longer on the team. Kevin Huerter's questionable. Like, if Kevin Huerter sits, I would feel pretty good about DeAndre Hunter for value. He would definitely be one of the better punt value plays. I think you could still play him regardless, though. Favorite player from Orlando? I mean, when you factor in salary, it's got to be Robin Lopez. He just, he projects the best points per dollar wise. But I definitely like Cole Anthony as well, and I think Okeke is playable too. Mobley or Jaren Jackson? I think I'd give an edge to Mobley now with Steven Adams playing, but that's still close. Wood or Allen? Give me Christian Wood. Poole, Bogdan, Otto, or Tate. Give me Poole there. But that's close between Poole and Bogdan. I would say Poole. Garland in play? Yeah, Garland's definitely in play. I would put him behind some other guys priced around him, like Fox and Anthony and LeVert, but I still think Garland's in play. Mikal Bridges, Buddy Hield, or Keldon Johnson? Give me Buddy Hield there. Just for the upside. You think Fox and Halliburton are comparable tonight? I mean, if you're saying, like, very similar, I think, yeah, they both project pretty similarly. I would still give the edge to Fox over Halliburton, but yeah, I think both are in play. Would I play both in the same lineup? I don't know. But Halliburton's a fine option too. Best 4,200 under guard? Let's see. Man, there's not much down here. God, like, I don't know. Maybe like Cody Martin you're looking to, maybe Justin Holiday, but there is not a ton of value down there at guard. You might want to fix up some things, maybe do some other swaps. Favorite mid-range forwards, OG. I mean, if Scotty Barnes plays today, I'm not as high on OG, but I think like Franz Wagner in the mid-range at forward looks solid. Okeke, Harrison Barnes, I don't mind in a good matchup. Yeah, those are the kind of guys I'm looking at in the mid-range at forward. Markkanen or Mobley? Give me Mobley. If he plays Butler or Tatum, I would take Tatum over Butler. You like any Hawks? I think DeAndre Hunter as a punt value makes some sense, especially if Kevin Huerter gets ruled out. I would like Bogdan a little bit more if Kevin Huerter gets ruled out. And then I think, Okongwu, if you want to go back to Okongwu, I still think he's in play. Even though, his minutes weren't great last game, I still think he's in play. Curry or Embiid? Give me Embiid if I had to pick one. LeVert or Garland? LeVert for me. 5,800 for DK. Let's see. If you could find $100, I'd want to get up to Franz Wagner, but I think Harrison Barnes is fine there, 5,500. What's a good power forward play on Yahoo? I mean, you're probably looking at like, if you can pay up, I think Sabonis still looks pretty good on Yahoo. He's not as expensive there. Miles Bridges, John Collins, Evan Mobley, like those are the guys I'm looking to at power forward on Yahoo today. Anthony Levert, Doncic, Hunter, Triple J, Kleber, Rolo, Fox. Again, like Triple J, with Steven Adams back, not as high on him, but still think the rest of that line looks good. You like any Kings bigs if Holmes is out? I mean, they started Metu at center last game. If Metu were to start again at center, like he'd be a pretty decent value. But I'm expecting Holmes to play. I think Holmes practiced in their most recent practice, so I'm expecting Holmes to play today. Wagner, Barnes, or OG? Give me Wagner. Evan Mobley or John Collins? Slight lean to Evan Mobley, but that's a close one. The Lakers are not back. I mean, that's true. Look, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm going to see the Lakers play in Charlotte in 2 weeks from today. The Lakers play in Charlotte. I'm going to that game. I'm so excited to watch the Lakers play. First time I ever get to see them in person. LeBron's always been one of my favorite players. I always root for LeBron. I want him to do well. But yeah, this it's not looking good for the Lakers this year. But I never doubt out LeBron, man. I think LeBron can always just turn a gear, especially when the playoffs come. It's going to come down to, those role players. Malik Monk, when Kendrick Nunn comes back healthy, we'll see how he looks. They're going to need those guys to play well. LeBron can't do it all. And a lot of the games when the Lakers role players are terrible, they lose those games. But when Malik Monk can shoot well from three, those are the games they win. So it comes down to those role players for the Lakers. Cole, Chuma, and Okiki, okay, or Cole, Chuma, and Lopez, okay. I mean, I think playing all three of those guys in the same lineup is fine. I would not play another Magic, though. I think 3 Magic's probably the max, I would say. Shooting guard in the 6 or 7K range, let's see. I mean, probably like Cole Anthony, 7,800 I like. If you could get up to Levert, I do like Levert. Halliburton, I think, solid too. Yeah, those guys. Cole Hero, LaMelo, Okiki, Metu, Kleber, Embiid, Robin Lopez. Again, Metu is going to depend on it's going to depend on Rashawn Holmes. If Rashawn Holmes plays, I would not be on Metu. If Rashawn Holmes remains out and they start Metu at center again, then I think Metu's solid. And then, Tyler Hero, if Jimmy Butler plays, I'm not as high on Tyler Hero personally. Would you go Ayton, Allen, or Wood? I would say Christian Wood. Okiki or Lopez? Slight lean to Robin Lopez there, Raymond, but yeah, I think Okiki's still a solid option. Okiki's been starting lately. He played 34 minutes 2 games ago, played like 28 last game. I think Okiki starts, plays over 30 minutes. I think Robin Lopez gets around 30 minutes. I think both are pretty decent values. Butler's on track to play. Okay, that's good. That's what I was kind of expecting. I was expecting Jimmy to play. So yeah, with Jimmy playing, I'm not too excited about many Heat guys, especially since they've all been priced up for when Jimmy was out. Levert or Anthony on DK? I think I'd take Levert over Cole Anthony just straight up now. But I do like both a lot. You think Luka's worth the risk with the price? I mean, on this slate, like Luka, I think is one of the better studs. But this slate is really lacking value. And like, if you do play Luka, are you going to like the rest of your lineup? That's the question. I wouldn't be forcing in any studs today, I don't think. What are your core plays tonight? If you want to get the core plays, man, go over to Patreon. Can't give out everything for free, so get over to Patreon. Core plays are posted there. Thanks, Noah. Let's get it tonight. Hey, let's get it, T-Bone. Let's get it, my man. DFS valuable, or like talking about Dorian Finney-Smith? I mean, I guess he's fine. I don't love many Mavericks today outside of like Luka as a tournament play. But, I mean, I guess DFS is fine. The minutes are going to be there, especially with Porzingis still out. Lamar Stevens in play for you or no? Probably not. Maybe if Rondo's out, you could play Lamar Stevens, but yeah, I don't think I've played Lamar Stevens all season. I don't think I'd be playing him today in my one lineup. 4,800 for forward. Already have Porter. Well, if you could find $100, I'd want to play Okiki. He's 4,900. But if you already have Porter, let's see. I mean, you got Metu, but that's risky just because we don't know if Holmes is playing or not. Yeah, don't know about that. I mean, maybe like Maxi Kleber with Porzingis still out. Maxi Kleber, his upside is... At 4,800, you're really going to need a true ceiling game from Kleber to pay off that price, but I guess he's your best option there. I would want to try and get to Okiki if you can. Lance Stevenson with Brogdon out. I'm not that high on Lance Stevenson, even with Brogdon out. You know, Levert's back. I think Levert's going to be the primary ball handler when he's on the court. I expect Levert to play a lot of minutes. I don't know how much Lance played last game with Brogdon and Levert back. So, yeah, last game he played 21 minutes with Brogdon and Levert back. Now, with Brogdon out today, maybe Lance plays like 24 minutes, but, I mean, he's 5,100. It's not like you're getting a discount on Lance Stevenson. So, yeah, I'm not really interested in Lance Stevenson. Tucker or Dedmon? I guess I'd go PJ Tucker if I had to pick one there. I don't really like either one. You like Jordan Poole with Clay resting? I think Jordan Poole's a pretty solid value, yeah. 5K, he's starting again. I expect him to play pretty big minutes. I think he's definitely in play. Would you only be interested in Boucher if Barnes is out? Yeah, I think for me to go to Chris Boucher, I would want Barnes out. I think Boucher really benefited last game with no Barnes. I just don't expect Boucher to play nearly as much as he did last game if Barnes returns. Thanks, Noah. You got me a $600 win last night. Hey, Javier, love to hear that, man. Thinking of joining the Patreon? Hey, well, there you go, man. If the wins, this is the goal. Hopefully, the free content on YouTube helps you win. If it does, maybe you consider subscribing to the Patreon. That's up to you, though. I'll still continue to put out content on YouTube, but obviously, I do appreciate everyone that comes over and supports the Patreon, especially if I helped you win a lot of money. I mean, there you go. Garland, Cade, or Levert. Give me Levert there. Any interest in Jayshawn Tate or OG? I mean, not really for me, Michael. I mean, I guess Jayshawn Tate, like in a really good matchup against Sacramento in what should be a really fast-paced game. Like, I think Jayshawn Tate could be playable, but not much interest personally. Sykes or Schroeder? Schroeder for sure. Fox or Anthony? Give me Cole Anthony. You ever play basketball in a league? I did play basketball when I was in middle school. In 8th grade, I played basketball. I only played basketball 1 year, though. I've always enjoyed basketball, like the sport, going outside, shooting, playing like pickup games, but actually playing for a team, I only played 1 year. That was in middle school. What's Lonzo's ownership? I'd assume Lonzo's getting no ownership today. I can pull it up for you, though, but I'd assume like no ownership. Yeah, 5.8% projected ownership for Lonzo today. Got me a $420 win last night. Dirty day, I'd appreciate that. I'm assuming that's a joke, but hey, love to hear it if that's the case. Centers on Yahoo under $20. I mean, probably like you're looking to Robin Lopez, you're looking to Okongwu, those guys. Okiki, Crowder, PJ Washington, or Otto Porter. Give me Okiki there. Not a joke. Oh, well, there you go. $420 win. Good job, Dirty Dan. Nice job, my man. How do you feel about a Chicago stack? I mean, I don't see too much I like on the Bulls today. Yeah, there's not much on the Bulls I'd really be going to. Definitely would not be stacking the Bulls. Great streams as always, my man. What do you think? Poole, Lopez, and Okiki, or Bogdan, Stevens, and Barnes? Give me Poole, Lopez, Okiki for sure there. Also on Ball, Booker, Anthony, Wiggins, Bridges, Kleber, Wood, Lopez. So LaMelo, Devin Booker, Anthony, Wiggins, Bridges. I mean, I think that's solid. It's an Otto Porter revenge game. Oh man, you gotta adjust the projections. Adjust your thoughts on Otto Porter. It's a revenge game. Might have to lock him in now. Triple J or Miles Bridges? That's a really close one for me, Tim. I might lean Miles Bridges now with Steven Adams playing. But yeah, that's a really close one. 6,600 util. All right, we're going to answer this last question from Javier. 6,600 util, I would say I would probably go Jakob Poeltl there if I had to pick anyone in there, I think. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Best of luck tonight. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. You guys know that I don't normally stream on the weekend, so we will be back on Monday. Monday is MLK Day, and the NBA always has like a bunch of games during the day on Monday, so I don't know what the Monday schedule looks like. I think we still will have like a night slate that we can cover, but there will definitely be a lot of games during the day on Monday. That'll be interesting. But I'll be back Monday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy NFL this weekend. We do have the playoffs starting on Saturday. I do have a video up already for the 2-game Saturday slate. So if you're playing NFL this weekend, check out that. I'll have my video posted for the Sunday 3-game slate. I'll probably post that later tonight. So still trying, get some NFL content back up on the channel for the playoffs. I'll have some NFL videos posted over the weekend. Check those out. We'll be back Monday, though, with NBA content, with live streams and everything. I will see you guys Monday. Best of luck tonight. Peace out, fellas.